I have a question. Ultimately, reading your story, right, it came to me. Should you go to jail for being stupid? Because that is what Bank Negara wants to do. They want to send not just the get-rich-quick guys into jail, but the first-round investors. So let me ask you, should you go to jail for being stupid?
Yes, you should.
Really?
You should be made to do like 1 million hours of financial education.
Oh God, that does sound like torture. But that you see, here was the thing. When this story came out, that was what I was thinking, because, okay, fine, the get-rich-quick guys, we know them, but should you punish what some people would see, the bystanders? But the governor doesn't seem to think that they're bystanders or they're anywhere near innocent.
Okay, there are people who might actually be the crowd, the bystanders, the innocent so-called people. But the people who come in early, some of them are not that innocent. Come on, 20% gains over a month. Bank Negara says they'd hire you, and I think the fund managers will probably hire you if you can really give them 20% returns a month.
Okay.
And that kind of returns, we know unit trusts, they probably give you the good ones, 6 to 7%. That's like moderate, maybe not so high risk. So what kind of risk do you think it's 20%? No risk? Seriously?
There's a difference, I suppose. There's a difference between being stupid and being greedy. I mean, sometimes you can say that somebody could just go to court and say, like, look, I thought they were right, or I was recommended by somebody.
Correct. So it could be your friend or your relative, and they made money. They might have genuinely made money, but you need these kind of people to say that they've made money, and you would go in because someone you know made money and promoted the scheme to you.
Okay.
So should they be equally guilty for perpetuating the scheme? So and some of them, they know how pyramid scheme works.
Okay.
There will be people at the beginning who would be making money, and these people knowingly go in, knowingly something is wrong, but they think they can go in and then jump from one scheme to another, making profits, and then, you know, when the scheme fails, they are not going to be there. So
I suppose as long as these guys who go in, they have enough level of sophistication to know that they cannot be the last one holding the baby, pretty much. So this whole thing about Bank Negara taking them down, is it that whole thing about people crying that there's over-regulation again, that people aren't allowed to make money, or you think it's a good thing?
I actually think it's a good thing, because this clampdown, you cannot plead innocent. Well, being greedy is
should also send you to jail.
Well, I think if you're greedy on your own, is one thing, but this greed actually could cause other people to make losses, serious losses.
Okay.
Yeah. So there is some degree of
culpability in it.
Yeah.
So what has Bank Negara already done? They said they raided some people?
Okay, we did ask whether there will be cases brought up soon, but they've only just said that they've raided somebody, and they are going through evidence, and if there is enough, they would be bringing cases to court.
But I didn't see a lot of level of detail. He didn't actually go into detail, because
no,
I'm like
saying,
saying, are you just saying the first guys who go in, the second guys who go in?
No details. But what he did say is some of these people knowingly go in. Knowingly. And the letter of the law does say that you shouldn't be promoting the scheme or cause the scheme to be promoted. So
I suppose the fear is, what if you catch up somebody in this dragnet that genuinely believed they were either desperate, or they genuinely believed they were in something legal?
Okay, but you could say that. Well, a lot of criminals say that they're innocent. But Bank Negara's guideline is, if you're not sure, you shouldn't be associating yourself with them. And by associating yourself with them, you open the door to be similarly guilty. Because you might actually really made money, and you might think that you're helping your friend or your relative by promoting the scheme to them. But ultimately, these people could be the last ones, where when the scheme fails, their money is caught in it.
For more on the stories, pick up a copy of The Edge Weekly at all good newsstands.